soon enough I'll probably be listening to myself. And soon enough I'll probably be listening to myself. Yep, there we go. Working good. To myself. And better mute myself, because I have my noise. Real bad. Ow, fuck you. Roger sounds like an asshole. Fuck that guy. Alrighty. Well, stepping off. Well, Britain got most of the early stuff out of the way, got ships moving from Northern Europe to Mediterranean. Very first things first. Yay! First time streaming. Let's see how this goes. Oh. Hey, I don't need luck. I've got the Royal Navy on my side. Rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Yep.
Don't worry now, you're being the cheese race or the cheese nation.
Fairly certain the cheese nation's Germany, since they have like all the money. But actually, no, I lie. The cheese would be America, since all your shit's located here.
You missed the obvious joke.
Mm.
The cheese nation is
French.
France.
Yeah. Nah, France is actually fucking hard. I will say this, because they've got shit just as everywhere as Britain, but they have like half the income. Like, you really do have to take advantage of cruises in order to make them work. Anyway, but yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I know there's insufficient ships around at the moment. Am I seriously still short, or did they just not reach there in that time? Wow, they just fucking hell, right on. Let us put 4 more destroyers into the Mediterranean. Move ships. There it is. I want to use you to... Yes, West Africa and the Mediterranean. They are roughly the same thing. There we go. That's all okay. I should definitely build myself more destroyers. And before I go any further, I might actually just put this at least to... I don't know how to like Twitch stuff, so I don't really care. Alright, well, for the nobody listening, yay! Anyway, shall continue on for now. At the very least, the beginning of Rule the Waves is essentially a lot of hitting turn. And a naval rearmament program from Germany. Wait, rearmament for what? They're like fucking top shit at this point.
They need to be bigger top shits.
Well, in fairness, they weren't like leading the naval race, but they were like a real big superpower. Yeah, I'm gonna threaten to go to war with them, because fuck them. And I want more budget. And that gives me enough to start seriously building some initial ships. For the Derwent design, yeah, this is very much standard early 1900 stuff. Everything is slow as shit. But something the Royal Navy starts with, which is definitely not bullshit or broken at all, is a quote-unquote old British light cruiser with 2 top-mounted triple torpedo mounts. They're 18 inches, which isn't the greatest, but I like it. I'm going to just build more of them for the moment, as I think they will be very useful. A sudden slump in the economy. Fuck it out, I just got my budget up. Yeah, oh, it's only negative 28. It will be fine for a bit. Yeah, figured the AI would start pumping out ones like that. And yeah, my plan on light cruisers is essentially just, while those Persian classes are expensive, they've got the torpedoes, which means they can more effectively fight larger ships by effectively going on suicide missions. Hence the thought. Yeah, nah, fuck you, I will insult Russia. They're one of the many groups I would like to go to war with. Wants to... Yes, Abso-fucking-lutely, I will make an agreement with the US, and secondary guns can be in 7 inches in casemates or single turrets. Heavier than 7, right. That's not bad, actually. Reminds me. I did set the research rate to 12%, which is good, but I should overall change what it is I want on high. So hull construction, definitely. I'd like to set fire control high as well. Turrets and gun mountings, and the advanced ship design. Um, Submarines will go to low. Explosive shells will stay on normal and all that. Armor development is useful, but I think I'll be buying them a lot.
You're not playing America.
Hmm. You mean Germany during this point? This is the
Sure.
era where the Krupp armor's coming out, so
Yeah, but I just know the whole US mindset of our guns and armor need to be matched.
well, in fairness, that was a design philosophy which was fucking brilliant. But once again, America didn't have that design philosophy yet.
Yet. But it's coming in like the next 10 years.
Yeah, like I think
Actually,
they
I thought
started.
that was a part of the Great White Fleet still as well.
No, I thought it was after the Great White Fleet. I thought that was in their lead up to uh, World War One, essentially, in that little arms race that was going on there.
I could have sworn it was a part of the Great White Fleet mindset.
So, like, I'm gonna have to go back and have a look see, but I'm fairly certain the idea of it started like 1908, 1909.
Maybe.
And I'm like, I'll leave the rest at medium. I kind of want everything else. Also, yes, big deal is I need to keep my dock size up bigger than anyone else. I want to be able to punch out the biggest ships possible if I can. Hey! The Bashinante freaking can pass its design speed. Hell yes. Fuck off, Parliament! Oh wait, they increased it? I thought that said that they lowered it. Oh, I might just be crazy. But actually, if I have a quick look see, Bashinante details. So it's designed to reach 21 knots. So ships in service, when I go down and find Bashinante and go to its data, it still says 21 knots. So it probably passes it in the speed acceleration for it. I'd also like to note really quickly exactly how pointless it is to have a battleship, quote unquote, in the biggest quotations. 10-inch guns, okay, that is nice, but they're singles. I know that was a thing at the time, but it was also retarded at the time. But it has a 6-inch belt. That is fucking worthless.
Maybe you should change your.
They're cheap, though, so.
You should change your title to Wolverines 2, a fucking naval nerd plays.
Maybe I should, but I don't know.
Sorry, naval dork.
Dork is probably more appropriate
Yeah.
because I don't really have any sort of real official knowledge on the matter. It's just
a
meh.
dork who enjoys it.
I'm just a dork that enjoys it, yeah. Mind you, by design, I want a new armored cruiser, I reckon, huh? Monmouth. I like that as a start. 7-inch guns. I don't. I'm going to go up to making this literally heavier than any of my battleships. Why? Because these are easier to design later. I think I need 9.5 for the armor in order to keep it, yeah, as a cruiser. Maybe I should go for 8-inch guns there. Port and starboard, I'll keep like that. Deck is only 2, that's fine, but the conning tower is 10. 7-inch armor for the turrets, I reckon. So the thought of these Monmouths is essentially I'm going to make use of these again, come probably the mid to late 1910s, because while this isn't too impressive as as a cruiser coming out at those times, since at that point they'll start getting double turrets and a bunch of, or not double turrets, the superimposed turrets. Not to mention, will more effectively keep the fire rate up for their extra stuff. I'll start getting the anti-aircraft guns and that. But it will also be able to quickly replace the machinery, change the fuel type to coal, just not to coal, sorry, to oil. Since I'm Britain, there's a fair bit of oil that I can have access to. And then I can basically make this a very decent overseas service vessel. Basically, this will fill up to be strong enough and fast enough after a machinery replace to run away from anything. Not to mention, if I put the displacement high, so right now this one is heavier than my heaviest battleship, but it would also allow it for a refit later on in order to change over to a potential aircraft carrier. Maybe not an actual proper carrier, but maybe at least a seaplane carrier. Essentially, I could start equipping them to my fleets in order to get better scouting. For now, not 100% sure how it would go. It's not legal. What are you pissed off about? For single wing turrets. Oh, right. Yes? Because, yeah, all of these are, oh, sorry, excuse me. I barely even noticed. Now, I just want to make sure that this is... Becomes over 7 inches. So, hold on, if I brought that down to 7... Right. I don't have a problem, you've got a problem. Main guns less than 9 calibers and turrets without... Okay, so it's just unused displacement now. Uh, must be smaller than the main guns. That's... ah, that's not how that works, it's fine. Hmm. Is it worth me trying to get 23 knots? Or... I think it is worth trying to get the 23 knot amount on this. Let's check it. Reduced rate of fire for my main guns, but that's okay since I've got 4 of them. Or 4 of, my, 4 of the actual turret ones. The rest are... What I'm getting at is I have enough guns. That's... I might just be dumb sometimes, you know? Alright. These are expensive. They will also be worth it. Oh, hello. Um, Made a foreign policy gaffe. You are to smooth things over. Tension by. Mm, let me just check out the almanac real quick. So, who do I really want to pick a fight with first? Russia or Germany? I feel like if I pick a fight, it should probably be with Germany, yeah? I'm going to go with that for now. See generally how I go. Better 6-inch guns. Ooh, 6-inch guns at quality 0. National hero, all good. Alright, we are now quickly approaching a war with Germany. Jesus. Hey, 600-ton displacement. Hey, okay, sweet as. Build screen for the Monmouth. So what I want in total for these Monmouths is probably to get about 6 of them. We'll start with 2, so laid down 2 at the moment. I will also accelerate their construction, which is something you can do to get a couple turns off. It's usually 1 to 2, depending on the total displacement, I believe. Could be wrong. Either way, but all those firepower from these, and they're almost as fast as my OP light cruisers. Oh, I got double bottoms. That is nice. I think before anything, I should improve my bases and build. I reckon 2 10-inch batteries there. And I will probably do the same to Ireland. The batteries do a bit. Honestly, I just like to use them to deter a bit of coastal raiding, which the AI is very prone to do in some of the most annoying ways possible. I'll do it also the same to Wahawi. I'll admit, not the best pronouncing Chinese. Or anything, exactly. I think I failed most of my foreign language courses. Solomon Islands, I guess I'll build 2. Yeah. Oh, internal upheaval in South Korea. Center Force. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, war with Germany. Yay. Yeah. Alright. Estimated enemy forces. Oh, they actually got a few more battleships around here. Well, that shouldn't be too bad. Oh, wow, this is very loud. Preferences, sound and audio. There we go. Don't know why that one was so loud. Okay, I think these are both Leander classes? Yeah. So that's not bad. 5-inch guns should probably be able to blow a lot of ships out of the water. Or at least so long as they're light anyway. And what the hell is going on over there on my stream? That's interesting.
Well,
Would you, please jump onto Twitch and see if that's actually translating over? Because I think it is.
all I'm saying is that you just need to start exercising the demons.
Yeah, fucking hell. And it does occur to me that was pause then just before. Oh, I see what's going on. It didn't load this window, huh? Hold on, I think I know what to do. Let me just
Oh
add
yeah.
another
Oh yeah, Cthulhu is in the works.
Windows capture. Rule the waves to battle. Why is auto mod enabled? Auto mod should be very disabled. Capture cursor should still be good. Window, I want it to capture. Yes. So now it should be over to the battle window. Woohoo. Yep, can you see that fine? Is it coming through? Yeah, okay, sweet as. Dankeschön. Alright, so I will say something about this game. Usually it starts you off facing where the enemy fleet is, but not always the case. Yeah, considering we didn't run into them before hitting one of our friendly ports, I'm gonna guess they didn't go that way. Alrighty, so don't know where they are exactly. They're probably trying to raid something between these two ports, if I'd have to guess. Right now it is nighttime, so you can't actually see that well. You can kind of see in the very bottom of the screen here. Don't know how well it's coming across for the stream, but it is got a little local time there. So it's worth keeping a note on. Night can be either your worst enemy or best friend, depending on what it is you're doing. Right now, since I am currently trying to hunt down a German squadron, yeah, not helping me. The hell did they go? Okay, so they just kind of left, I think. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna guess they probably caught sight of something and turned around entirely. Oh, yeah, whatever. Alright, well, now to leave that scenario, which means I now need to swap back to... not what I wanted. Close up view, start off view. Yay! Alright, this game might be slightly annoying to stream for that purpose, but hey. All stuff to figure out. And I need 12 ships on trade protection. Good reason to design a destroyer, if you ask me. Destroyer, let's auto design it. Yeah, ships this early on, you're not going to get too much out of them, to be honest. Cramped accommodation, yeah, I don't want that. I want my crews to be happy. And personally speaking, when it comes to destroyers, I generally just keep them around until they sink, so... That ship will be perfectly fine for what I'm after. Oh, medium wing turrets. Secondary turrets up to 10 inches. Not bad. Oh, and as soon as I... Alright, so as soon as it's done, I need to rebuild. Oh, fleet battle. This could actually be bad for me at this point, depending. But, say hello to the British battle line. Fucking hell, 2468. I have 10 of my pre-dreadnoughts in on this. For anyone not... And of course I forgot to swap the screen over again because I am a smart individual. Actually, I think I can leave both going because this screen disappears. Oh, I'll try it after this. But, yes. The Great British Fleet, led by the Royal Oak. Let us see how this goes. Not too bad having my heavy cruisers ahead, but I honestly might change what they're doing. They're currently just set to independent. I might change them to core on my original battleship division, which will get them to swing all the way around to pull up on the back of these, or it should, provided they understood the signal I just sent them by telling them that, which they did not. No, I want you on core. Okay, yes, no, maybe so. Alright, the AI is just not going to listen to me. Happy days. Yep. Okay. They have been spotted. See, right now they're doing roughly the same thing I was. God damn, my freaking cruisers just turned to engage, which are going to make me turn to engage. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, there's what I'm actually worried about. So, you can kind of check out enemy ships by checking out them like this. So yeah, these, while slow, are a little worrying just for the 9-inch belt armor. In case you didn't catch earlier while I was looking through my various ships, a lot of the British battleships do not have the heaviest armor. I legitimately have heavy cruisers, which are better off. I really wish my heavy cruisers were not out the way they were. So the best plan I could honestly think of is cut in front of their fleet, force them to turn east. Oh, well that's not too bad. My cruisers just did a group turn away, which is interesting. Oh, let's see these little bucks. From what I remember, yeah. These are the big, scary German battleships which really put them on the map. 10-inch belt armor, 18 knots, 11-inch guns. For clarity, my beautiful little Royal Oak down here. Yeah, 10-inch with 6-inch. That is horrible. The Rodney, which is a Rodney class, see, these are bigger, 13-inch guns with an 8-inch belt, so these are technically scary. I say technically because, to be quite frank, one of the biggest problems with these is their 13-inch guns at a -2 quality. These are the only guns in the game which start at a -2. Their accuracy is horrible, to be quite honest. So yeah. Now this isn't too bad. I finally got them entering my ship's gun range. So, see, well this might work out a bit better for me, because they're splitting how their fleet is. Not the biggest fan of pulling closer to them right now, by the way. I'm going to take my ships to be in front of my cruisers. So they're going to cross back through my lines finally. Hey, let's see if they actually listen to me finally, shall we? I want you to follow that as a core. Yeah? Holy crap, I actually did. Well, I'll see when we actually unpause, but you know. And they're following Ulysses, which I just set that to, so that is fine. Okay, so what I want to be doing right now is straight up direct east. I don't really want to be getting too much closer to them. I want to take advantage of the numbers I've got on me. See, right now this isn't too good. Mind you, they are turning into me, which is interesting. Oh shit, Royal Oak has taken some hits on the lower belt. So Royal Oak now is falling back, its speed is limited down to flooding. God, that was only from a medium hit too. This is what I mean by the 6-inch belt armor, especially for battleships, just isn't enough. Mind you, they're being very risky with their maneuvers here. Mind you, so the other ship left from my run here is Rodney, which doesn't matter really how inaccurate I am. They are currently very close to me. Yep, so right now, unfortunately, as you can see, my personal fleet here is really breaking apart. That's been what they've been doing. They're basically pushing me back through over and over again to try to get my ships out of their line formation. See, I've seen this Alsace hit a bit, so what are these currently? Again, heavy armor, decent guns. So really speaking at the moment, I'm starting to really regret taking this battle. Um, I think, oh god, and my HAL classes down here, which are probably some of my best battleships I currently have. What this little icon here is, as you can see, it's more grayed out comparatively to the other turret. That means it's disabled, as you can see here by forward 2, disabled. That's not good at all. But is what it is. Soldier on, British way and all that. Tip, tip, cheerio. I just got to hope a bit to get... I don't know what that destroyer was trying, but good on it. Che, Rodney. God, I am not seeing many hits on their fleet. I think at this point it might be a decent idea to try to cut and run all the way back to Grimsby. So basically, the fleet will now turn away, start pulling to the southwest. They will follow, but I do have a bit of hope on the idea that because of how split they've got their fleets, or their respective squadrons, that I might actually be able to catch a couple of them. Like here, if I was to cut up instead, because right now I'm at least keeping my 18 speed, which is a bit better over most of the German ships. Good amount of them are limited by their heavy guns, heavy armor, and are down to about 17. So if you ask what I'm doing right now, I'm essentially just cutting the ships I have under my control north. Got to try to get a few more cuts into their small ships, see if I can at least take a destroyer as payment for the destroyer they took from me. It seems to me at this point they're not wanting to fight. So they're going to start pulling back towards Wilhelmshaven or whatever it is called. So I might be okay for me now to be a little bolder. Push in, do what I can to hit the back of their fleet. Hopefully I can take out a few of their auxiliary vessels. Or not auxiliary, their screen ships, I should say. Because if I can take them out, that means I will be safer later on, and in particularly smaller engagements, I will hopefully have a numerical advantage on. Because that's the big thing about this. It doesn't matter really whether or not I win the individual battles, it's what it means to me on the strategic map. So if I won this battle, but I lost 6 of my battleships, for example, I would not be able to keep up at that rate. I'd be behind even smaller powers like Russia, or smaller naval powers, I should say. It basically means I would lose, well, Britain's place in the sun. And if I lose my place in the sun, well, I have places all over the world I need to protect. I can't do that if I don't have enough ships to protect them. Not to mention, something that can happen to you in this game is if you don't have sufficient ships in your home region, you can become blockaded. So, if you become blockaded, it's really bad, because at that point, you start losing prestige, unrest levels in your country begin to grow. There is a lot of strife to come from it. And I suppose I never touched on it, but the way you actually lose this game is essentially you get fired. um, so basically, what that means is basically whether you're under a prime minister or a monarch, whatever faction it is that you played, or nation, I should say, you have to keep your government and people appeased. If you don't, well, the government will just sack you. Doesn't matter if you've got good reasons for your failings or what have you. Much like reality, they will just sack you for the face. Like, I forget his name off the top of my head. But the bloke who was actually in command of Pearl Harbor when the Japanese attack became a thing. Essentially, at that point, the people wanted someone to blame. Because, you know, you can never just say, oh man, the enemy got one over us. That's not how it works. It has to be down to something. For most parts of the war, when it's just minor back and forth, a lot of people go, hey, that's fine. It's just, it was just the weather. They got lucky this once, but it won't set us back. Haha, we will win. Yeah, well, for that one, because it was such a big attack, it led to 2 of the battleships being sunk. Well, they had to say that not only was their attack complete surprise, which it was, granted, they had to also put a bit of blame on the commanding officer, since they had to say, well, it is his fault for not being prepared for this. Anyway, if we go back to the game right now, and I stop prattling on about shit that doesn't really matter, what I'm doing right now is basically just hunting down the last of these ships here, like I said I was doing beforehand. Essentially, since I lost a destroyer, if I take out this light cruiser, maybe get this one over here, I'll be pretty happy, yeah? You're on core independent, you're fine, huh? Well, you're not on core, sorry, is what I was getting at. Ah, damn. And what I was saying beforehand during the last battle, night comes. So this is bad. As you see, the one that was out here to the west, I immediately lost visual on it. Well, that means I can't see it anymore, and if you can't see it, you can't hit it. So I really need to catch this ship now that I'm hunting down before, if I scroll out, this scary line hits. This next one over here. Because that is proper night, not just the afternoon that I'm in now. Essentially, that would mean that I will unlikely be able to find any more ships. And more than that, I wouldn't really... Yeah, unfortunately, here we go. I will try now to hunt it down, but I don't have the best of hopes. But you don't really want to be hunting ships down in the night unless you are the smaller force equipped with many, many torpedoes. Because chances are I could have this battleship column run immediately against just a light cruiser group. They immediately are in range, I'm relatively slow, they just unload their torpedoes, bada bing, bada boom, I lose, would be the only way to put it. Before you ask, no, I'm not 100% certain why my ships are trying to hug each other all there, but is what it is, and unfortunately, I need to turn around. I'll lower myself to cruising speed as I disengage. We'll likely get the disengage call soon, but essentially, this was not a good battle for me. It says I won here, I'm assuming thanks to the medium damage I got on that cruiser, but fact of the matter is, I did lose a destroyer. This isn't what I want to, and yes, I know they had more battleships to me, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so leaving that. As I say, you win or lose wars based on these victory points and peace conferences. So at the moment, I'm winning. Yep, here's the destroyer we were working on. Let me open that again. I remember what it was called. Definitely, yeah? I'm not dumb. There we go. And make sure back to this. I did accidentally just close out of a destroyer, essentially. Yeah, this was it. The Colne. Well, how many of these can I build? Because I just kind of want to build, let's say 6 of them. 6 sounds pretty decent. Ah, that actually reminds me. Fuck me, another fleet battle this early. That's not good. I will once again accept this. Oh no. So you can't see what's happened here, but there is a small pop-up which has occurred saying error, place at ships at screen point. See, this won't be too bad, I hope. Maybe, but it is possible that it will start crashing rather badly right now. I want to go up to squad max. Anyway, long story short, this is another fleet battle, one I am not looking forward to, especially since it's starting pretty much at midnight, about 10 o'clock, 10:30ish. So, oh, that is a freaking heavy ship though. I don't think it's a battleship like they're thinking here. My bet would be, especially due to the speed, it's the most likely a cruiser. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Side note, as a quick thing, you can actually ram ships in this, and, well, this is not the era you wish to be ramming ships at. Holy shit. Oh no, Resolution is hit by a torpedo. For clarity on this, that's bad. 9 flooding is very much not good. High speed increases. Okay, time to turn away. Love this, I'm out, but I just got struck by a lot of torpedoes. This is not good. I might lose the Ramillies. I am going to lose the Ramillies. God damn it. 315 points of flooding. I also apologize. I do realize that you guys can't actually see it boot up those extra information screens. But yeah, I am going to lower the speed of this group right down. Because it is always possible, due to the crew of the Ramillies being in a decent position, which, where is Ramillies? Did I just leave it behind somewhere? No, there it is. Down here. Oh my god, Ramillies actually got its flooding under control at, fuck, like nearly 80%. Alright, never mind. Squad to max, we are just returned to port. Bugger this for a joke. So yeah, I did get some hits on their ships. I'm hoping that did some serious structural integrity problems to them. But yeah, as I was talking about beforehand with the torpedoes, got close, they got torpedoes off on me. I'm fairly certain your own ships, no matter what faction you're playing, are just terrified of firing torpedoes. Not to mention a few of the vessels I have might actually be old enough they don't have torpedoes. But, yeah. You don't want to pick a fight at night. Because during the day... Okay, sweet. They're far apart. Heavy damage to 1, that's fine. Fucking hell, they had 11 battleships in on this. Germany got a marginal victory. That is fine by me. They haven't sunk anything. I can keep this war up. Insufficient ships on foreign stations. One must have been sunk. Well, to fix that up, I'm just going to turn all of these into trade protection. And I forgot to swap over the screen again. I am smart. Anyway, something I did remember to do is you can invade foreign ports. So what do people have here? Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay. Invasion target. Awesome. I want to take the Bismarck Archipelago, because it's called fucking Bismarck. Oh, on foreign stations we've got problems. South Pacific. How much are you short by South Pacific? You are short by nearly 3,000. Whew. I believe it might be a decent idea, honestly, for me to send one of these sort of battleships over there. Since, yeah, they're essentially just glorified cruisers. to Not what I wanted to do with that. I just wanted to get back in the active fleet, and I wanted to move you. I'm going to move you over to the South Pacific, did it say? God, I'm dumb. What area did it say? South Pacific, okay. Move you. Does occur to me, it's not even popping up my drop downs when I go to do this stuff, so I can't even see that. So I believe this might not be the best game to stream. As it does seem I would need several different layers. I could probably get by with less resources for a little bit. Coastal Raid. Don't know what they're going to fight with, so this is essentially free victory points. Oh, I'm reading. Okay. Well, that's fine by me. They have no ships out here. So, essentially this sort of mission, which when I finally bump it over, yay. All I need to do is get over here and bomb this little red spot. Now, they have no ships out here in this region, at least according to my intelligence, and I'm willing to believe it. Just due to... Never believe intelligence, it's all wrong. It's all lies. It's a destroyer too. Well, I'm gonna go take the free destruction on this small transport. Hello. Hey, how? You have guns. You have ammo. Please destroy this transport. Okay. Well, hopefully you will fire at the target. Yeah, bombardment targets are easy when they're in areas like this. This is what it means power to be British, when you just have a random ass battle. I swear to fuck, if I don't destroy this, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. Before you ask, I am not just going to sit still for this bombardment, due to the fact that I know there is that destroyer around. Okay. Cool. Bombardment target destroyed. That was my only objective here, so I could essentially just waltz into the sunset. They don't have anywhere else around here from memory. No. Well, waltz into the sunset. Sunset's already come and gone. Well, I'm just going to head north along the coast. Yeah, I know there's friendly ports south, but where the fuck do these things even go? 2 auxiliary cruisers, all that. Alright, so I got a decent amount of points here since I didn't succeed my target. I lost some due to the... hold on, let me go back and you'll see the points I'm talking about. There you go. 1,200 points. Yay me. Happy days. Alright, well, continuing on. I know there's insufficient ships on foreign stations. I'm sending a ship out to deal with it. Hey, my new docks have been completed, huh? Convoy defense, medium. According to my information, they no longer have heavy cruisers out, huh? Which is good. It means that if I've got all battleships, that works too. The Hogue and the Camperdown. Camperdown is decent. The Hogue is terrible. Okay. Again, usually these face you off pointed towards targets, but I don't really care too much. Ah, there we go. Oh, this could go well for me, yeah? So, essentially, the reason I'm thinking this might go well for me now is because first thing that happens is bitch-ass ship Hogue gets hit. Which isn't good, because both of these ships can kick that vessel's ass, huh? Essentially, I'm putting my hopes onto the Camperdown, huh? And my light ships. Ah, sweet. Lothering was hit. And I will lower to 17. Because basically, I don't want to catch them. I'm willing to take these fights at a bit of range. As long as I know I'm hitting them, it should be good. Let's see, so now I'll drop to 17. If I see any of my ships take some major damage, turrets jammed, that's annoying, but they will fix that as we go. Yeah, as I said, it's sometimes not the most exciting game in existence, but I like it. Just remember, our goal isn't actually to sink these guys. That's just a hopeful bit. Our objective is to keep these transports alive. And yes, it is possible for this to be an entire facade for me to be lured off to chase them. I've seen the AI do that, which is annoying. But, hey, there we go. This is beginning to look good. I mean, personally, my thing that I really want is to sink the Wittelsbach, but I doubt I will get that opportunity. So for now, Luthering it is. I'm willing to take that on, and I do believe... Can you guys see this? No, you can't see the little tooltips that pop up. But it is telling me that Luthering has medium damage already, which is good, because my little bitch-ass ship out the front here has technically taken none. Basically, each of the hits it's actually sustained have fortunately essentially been deflected or near misses or something like that. Nothing to really worry about. So at the moment, I'm well and truly winning these duels. That was an engine room hit. Now my Hogue has taken damage. Doesn't say it in the tooltip, but it does say it when I bring up the big menu. It has 1 point of damage on it so far. Hogue superstructure hit. The Hogue's taking a lot of hits now. Nothing too bad. Most are basically medium hits. So consider we already had some heavy hits on Luthering before this, I'm hoping I could get at least one more major hit on it before basically pulling it out. Just got the notification saying that I'm down to 50% ammo. Not the best, but hey, is what it is. Okay, they're pulling away a bit. They're going to try to flee with the sun. See, that's not what I want. I want to catch and sink them. And probably, yeah, don't have long. So I needed to get a major hit on Luthering, like, now. Oh no. That destroyer was very close. I don't think it fired any torpedoes at us, though, fortunately. Okay, for now, despite the sundown, we're keeping up. Fuck, that is definitely their destroyer coming in, but that's okay. Now I'm... Oh no. That was two very good hits on Hogue. So, despite the fact that I don't like the Hogue... Oh no, its rudder's stuck. So we're now stuck on this course. That's okay. Fortunately, Knight's gonna work for us in this case. I doubt I'm going to lose anything. But this is why I don't like the belt armor. So, I know you can't see it, but I'm basically looking at the damage parts to it right now. And the issue with this is, I'm now looking at it, and I'm looking at it seeing, so it's taken about 50% structural damage. That sucks. It's taken 5 heavy hits. For clarity, it had taken 2 heavy hits beforehand with 0 damage. These other few hits, it could have probably taken. Long story short, they're not enough to really be worried unless they hit something critical, which they didn't. The biggest issue is it's got 24 medium hits on it, which on an actual battleship I wouldn't be worried about. But with its 6-inch belt, essentially that is what has ripped this ship apart. And now the ship is also on fire, which is a minor problem. Ah! Alright, I need to stop tempting fate with this. I mean, I'm going to win this mission, huh? To be quite frank, they have been chased off so far, there's nothing that would have stopped that transport group reaching. Yeah. Alright, so I took some medium damage to the Hogue. Again, camp down, not an issue. Fucking, it's fine. It's happy. Surprised it's saying I only did light damage to the Lothering, but I guess because it actually has armor, it was probably mostly medium hits I was delivering on it. That I was probably getting critical points of damage, but not enough to actually bring it down. So, is what it is. Basically, I am not going to succeed this. Yay. Now I'm already debating whether or not it is worth keeping the upkeep on these. Because if I go to it, so all of those are the... Well, that Hogue class is just this, the Hogue, which is terrible. But that cost me 394 of my monies. That's a fair amount. Not as much as some other bits, but still pretty rough. Mm. So basically, all these ships which are light as shit and not doing much for me, I'm a little worried about, not gonna lie. The Ansons, the Howes, I don't have too much issue with. Collingwoods, I believe, are fine. And the... Let me just remind myself on this. Actually, there's a good question. Can you guys actually see a ship designer? No, you can't. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to rethink a couple of things on this game. Actually, if I open the designer, apologies for this. I'm still figuring out parts of it. Windows capture. Let's see. Rule the waves 2, and this would be the ship designer. So, okay, I've got that set. And the window I need that to be getting is ship design. Awesome. And that brings that to the top. That way, when I close that, it keeps that up, because why not? But I can just easily close it. Well, at the very least, I can show you that stuff. I will see what I can do about getting everything else sorted. Just make sure the area that it's still crying about is Southeast Asia. Right, okay. You know what, Hogue, that's where you're going. If it's going to deploy me any other vessels, I don't want the Hogue here. It would be fine to take out a couple of heavy cruisers, maybe, but South Pacific, where is it? Southeast Asia, there it is. That's where you're moving. Hey, cool. My batteries have been completed. Got some ships out. Yeah, so this notification window. I'm definitely going to have to try to get this sorted. For now, I will just keep playing and showing off. So this is a battleship engagement, apparently, which isn't the same as a fleet battle. Usually less ships involved. More of them being battleships. Fancy that. Ultra fast. Where am I? I am off Jutland. I wonder if any major battles have ever happened here. Nah, can't think of any. Alright, so now that we've got this, gonna bring the ships up to the squad max and start pushing down on these cruisers. I always have the hope that they just decide to turn in... Jesus. Alright, so now I lost them, but I'm gonna guess it's probably about 6 battleships there. Which does outnumber me, but that's not too bad. I'm going to up the speed to fast until I actually get into range. My cruiser squadron is once again being as ballsy as they come. I really don't know what to say about this. I wish they wouldn't. I really do. You push off my cruisers. God fucking damn it. Oh, okay. I'm fairly certain one of my cruisers just got really badly lit up there. Okay, game auto-saved. Usually when it holds like that, it means I took a torpedo. Oh, that reminds me though, while I am doing this in here, let's add yet another. Let's add another window capture. Rule the waves to info. Okay, sweet. I don't think this is coming up with anything. Nope, so let's just cancel that. And remove that entire point. I apologize, people. I'm trying to figure out things and how I can get them to be displayed to you. Alright, straighten out, straighten out, straighten out. Hard turn, straight. Alright, there's definitely going to, unless they have cut to the southeast, probably another one run into the cruiser division. Which, considering they haven't, makes me think they did cut southeast. I doubt they cut it northwest. Oh no, there we go. Oh, I did see a couple of hits go off on that ship. Okay. Not gonna lie, if I could get out of this with just sinking a destroyer of theirs, I'd be happy. Mind you, whenever they move perpendicular like that to you, it's always best to just start zigzagging. Especially early on, before torpedo protection, torpedoes can wreck ships. At the moment, I've got nothing too bad going on. Should really move the Royal Oak and the other Bassinet classes too. Or just get rid of them entirely. I'm gonna go see if I can catch and guarantee a sink on that destroyer. Alright, cool. That is sunk. Now, I have a feeling they're probably making a run for Emden. So I doubt I'll catch them at my current squad max. Or alternatively, what were you? No. I know, it didn't seem to be moving too fast, but it doesn't mean too much. But yeah, essentially I have a feeling this war is going to be very, very dragged out. And I also think it might go all the way to the point that, well... Ooh, another destroyer. Yeah, let's pull you across. Yeah, see, I'm probably not going to catch any destroyers at the speed I'm currently going. I'm not going to get any closer to Emden from this point, because chances are around this little island here, there's most likely coastal defences. And while I'm certain I could bombard them, don't really see the point of risking them getting a critical hit on me, or... Because I don't exactly know what they've got for their defences here. For all I know, they've got, I don't know, 12-inch coastal batteries, which would ruin my shit pretty hard. Alright, so I had 5, they had 5, I must have definitely overestimated. Marginal victory by me thanks to sinking that destroyer. So they don't have a coastal battery there, they've got one up on the corner. Interesting. Da, 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 da. There we go. So that copped me 215 victory points, which is just a nice little addition, huh? Wait, what was that saying? If we crush them completely, yeah? Few more months should probably do it, especially if I get an invasion target. Cruiser battle. I know once again you can't see it, but there is a point for the some info that came up before me on this. Apparently they do have more heavy cruisers than me at the moment. Which ain't good. I do going into this with 3 cruisers, which I think are all the same class, which isn't too bad. I prefer my armored cruisers on that to be around the 6 to 7 inch armor, but this isn't too bad. Alright. Cruising speed. Pull down to them. Fact of the matter is, I do have good guns on these, though, which is one of the major points I'd be really after here. Gotta guess that'll be theirs over there. See, I don't really want to pick a fight with their heavy cruisers. I want my heavy cruisers to pick a fight with their light cruisers and leave. That's a lot of light cruisers. I'm going to turn away before we get into range. And turn back up. Yeah, there we go. So that puts them at a bad angle to me, allows me to get a number of good hits as I cross. There we go. And once again, don't let up, cross to the right here, strafes on the light cruisers. And now that's done, strafe down. There we go. So now with the speed of their fleet, I'm probably going to catch up with the light cruisers at the rear here, which are really what I want to do. I think these first Bismarcks are, yeah, more lightly armed, but just as heavily, if not more heavily armored than myself. Which means I don't really want to get into a fight. In fact, I'd actually rather leave them in control of the Germans. Fact of the matter is, they'll be paying for upkeep on them. The more they have them, the... Basically, that's just longer them dealing with inferior ships. Ships I know I can win against given enough time. Meanwhile, all these light cruisers and that are very annoying, and no matter what, are more likely to be threats to my destroyers or even to actually my battleships, since a lot of these things are really what the AI load torpedoes onto. These ones aren't too bad, pretty crap to be honest, but, you know, they would still be a risk to... Oh, these Amazon classes aren't too bad. 10 4-inch guns. If I could... Let's drop my speed down to 20. And just keep this up for the moment. I definitely need to pull a bit closer. Which is I should probably increase my speed. Want to be able to turn away if I need to. Go. Again, this closes a risk due to the torpedoes, but basically at this point, this Geffian class is just free experience. And yes, there actually is experience in this. Your respective ships have crews that will vary in range. It's the reason beforehand you might have heard me talk about cramped quarters, now that I realise you couldn't see the ship designer. Well, essentially cramped quarters reduce the happiness of the crews on board, and if the crew isn't happy, they're most likely not performing at their best. Basically, you want all your crews to perform at elite levels. Basically, elite means they hit targets. If they hit targets, they sink. And if sunk targets are no threat to your ship. Oh, this one's a major risk, major risk, major risk. Yep. called that happening, just got hit by a torpedo. I'm going to slow my ass down. And there was no need for me to do it either. That's the thing, yeah? Like, this ship is done for. There we go. It is sunk. Goodbye, Geffian. Alright, well, I'm just going to turn to port on cruise speed. I just heard, yeah, torpedo fired, so a torpedo just hit the Geffian. It's not really a problem for me. I don't know how long it'll actually take until it sinks, because once a ship does sink, you can rescue people off it, it gets you more points. I mean, to be humane, but I can't be fucked. Oh, hey, yes, it sunk. So, yep, I want to detach people to go rescue. Yay! Alright, no more ships around. Let's just turn that up to ultra fast. And I'm going to go for Edinburgh. Ah. Yes, I would like to end the scenario. So yeah, one of my ships got some heavy damage. But they lost one of their light cruisers, so I'm willing to take that. 578, woohoo. So yeah, as we can see, we've now pulled pretty well ahead of Germany. It'll be nice to keep that up, and hopefully I do, and I just realized once again I didn't swap back to the map. Okay, I might swap what game I decide to stream. Oh well, this has been fun so far. I'll try to figure out. Oh, you know what I should do?
Can you just keep them all on?
Yes, I can, but it seems to do that unless I've been changing the
Right, so it keeps the last,
yeah. So I'd rather just leave it. Mind you, best thing to do, I think, for this game is I'll just set it to desktop capture.
probably.
I don't really alt tab while playing it anyway. That's something I will set up in a bit. Because yeah, if I just set this to display, woohoo. Because yeah, it's not doing it. Set it to display. Turn off my rule the waves. So yep, now you can see everything that I can see. Woohoo! Alright, so and now design ships and that. I should have just started that. Oh, I will be pausing myself just for a moment. I'm going to really quickly go finish making a cuppa, which I started making when I started the stream because I am smart and brilliant. Yay me! 2 seconds. Probably use the loo roller. Best idea. Alrighty, and I have returned. I know. Hold the applause. Anyway, save that again, just in case I forgot to before, and continue. Hey, and this is why you give up funding for the army offences. It does seem like the game is actually weighted to give you a decent outcome. Granted, this is a really good outcome. I think this is actually the best you can get, the 1500 victory points. So yay! Condenser trouble, some bad shit there. Cruiser action off the Bismarck Archipelago. This is the area I'm trying to invade. Anyway, every bit of time I was talking about info happening, this is what I was talking about. So I'm going to accept this, but I'm a little worried about it. The light cruiser might honestly be my best thing here if it's the light cruiser I'm thinking of. Oh, hey. Cordelia, yep. 2 6-inch guns, so the big ones on either end, and 6 4-inch guns. 4-inch is still good. So, and seems like my other cruiser division's down there somewhere. So something that is worth noting about the game is that, well, with the difficulty I've got it set on anyway, you don't control every ship. In fact, you only control your respective group, your division. So right now, I control this singular ship, which is Light Cruiser Division 1. And that, I really hope, isn't actually a heavy cruiser. No, it's one of their Amazonic classes. Which, from memory, opening this up, yeah, 10 4-inch guns. So this thing is bad. Bad news bears. So what I want to do to actually beat this is keep it at the bare extreme of my range. That is this red circle here. Because I have my 6-inch guns. Now, I will likely just burn through all my ammo doing this without much to show for it. But if I land a few good hits, my 6-inch guns are going to rip through its little amount of armor. What's it got? 2.5. It's a tiny amount of belt armor. Not to mention, I could always get some plunging fire on it, which is always a potential, which means it would be only going through 1.5 of the deck. I'm not expecting to get anything worse than that. Now, it does seem I'm faster. Let me just... Yeah, so... No, this thing's apparently got a 21 knot max speed. Okay. So what I'm doing now is... turn away. Turn away further. Because, yeah. Where am I actually headed towards right now? Open ocean. See, this isn't the best right now. I definitely mistimed when to turn. Relatively a neat thing, by the way. If you open up your ship while looking at here, you can actually see where your guns are facing, which is neat. Or at least where your main guns are facing. I don't think it keeps track of all your secondaries, So yeah, you can also see it on theirs. Reason you can see more of his guns pointed is because, well, they're his primaries. It's a lot of them. So I currently got 5 4-inch guns facing me, which isn't the best for my particular standpoint, because I only have 2-inch belt armor. So I want to stay away from that ship as much as possible. So basically I want to do more direct turns like that, making sure that this ring stays roughly at this point. And so, yeah, all those are still just pointed to the side because, well, they haven't reacquired me. I'm probably out of his range right now, but he's got to keep following. So, yeah, I'm firing at him, which is the white splashes you see around him, which aren't happening right now, or at least not very fast. Slow it down for a moment. Yeah, he's fallen out of range. I must have gotten a hit on him before. Or he suddenly suffered some engine troubles, which is always a possibility in this game. Oh, you poor bastard. Okay, so that is the heavy cruiser I have assigned to this region. One of the old Didum classes, which, yeah, that's a lot of guns. And again, while 3 inches isn't big for a secondary battery, 3 inches are currently going against 2.5-inch belt armor, which will deflect at a lot of ranges, but yeah. Let's turn away, turn back, turn up, turn away. So yeah, the Cressy is probably going to fall back at the moment. See, this isn't good right now. He's in a prime spot to torpedo my ass. So I want to cut down, go north. Let's see, can I actually see the damage of it? So yes, this is what I was talking about with the tooltips that says what sort of rough damage it has. I have disabled a fair few of its guns, which means I am probably relatively safe to pursue this at the moment. Ah, but he's limited my speed. So if I click on myself... So I've taken 2 light hits. Unfortunately, those light hits, by the look of it, were probably to my... Oh! Oh, I see. There's no point in me continuing because I have fucking no ammo left. Okay. Uh, Best luck, good day, sir. I've got to drop myself down to cruise so I don't accidentally damage my engine, and I'm just going to return towards... What is the name of this port up here? Yeah, Finschhafen. Sorry, I just know Port Arthur down there, I'll be honest. Ah, awesome. Yay, well, because I did more damage to him, I got more victory points. That was a tiny thing. Mind you, considering they've got that going on down there, I'm gonna deploy the Royal Oak down there as well, to be honest. I can set it as a raider. You know what I am? I'm just gonna leave the Royal Oak as a raider for a bit. It might actually make a half decent one. Persian classes. I don't think I want any of those deployed like that. I might deploy my old Cleopatra classes. Down there as well, though. Southeast Asia. Yep, there we go. Send. Oh, on foreign stations. What areas out now? Southern Africa. Okay. Okay, so yep. Northern Europe is a radar. Oh, it's probably not too much required really for this, but I'll deploy you two to my South African holdings. Oh, they can't make the trip. Oh man, these old ones are old, to say the least. Okay, maybe I should just... those commerce classes are bigger ones. What's the design on these? 10 6-inch guns with 2-inch belt armor. Yeah, they actually sound like pretty good ships, and they're already deployed in Southern Africa. I should have looked. Let's deploy Calypso and Phaeton as well to South Africa. I currently do have ships under construction, which some are getting pretty close. Mostly my destroyers. Okay. Yep, continue for now. Hey, my coastal batteries have been completed. Hey, and my people are becoming closer to understanding torpedo protection too, which is god tier for 1902. So after that's made, I might actually make another series of battleships. I would wait off, but honestly, the 4 years between now and when I will likely be pumping out my first dreadnought types, uh, phew, I probably will need my pre-dreadnoughts in that time. So it would be wise for me to pump out at least 2, maybe even 4 more. Anyway, for now, we've got a battle due. A small engagement in the Bismarck Archipelago. Small makes me think I'm probably just going to be using my light cruiser or my heavy cruiser again. I wouldn't worry about the battleship. Though, that being said, that battleship might as well be light. And they didn't have a sufficient ship to actually come get me, so I just got free victory points. Free real estate. Should really quickly. Submarine warfare poll. No, I just want the prize rolls. That's fine. Area overview is not really what I want. Northeast Asia has now gone. Okay, so Northeast Asia, what do you require? Something big. You require a big ship to go over there. All my ditums are deployed somewhere. I currently have my Suches here. Northern Europe. I guess I will deploy you. I know, like... Actually, I might hold... What are your design details? Yeah, you can get deployed. You're going to go to Northeast Asia. Cool. And you are going to be joined by the... What about the Benbow? The Ansons are... Okay, I think I will deploy Benbow and Anson to any other areas I need them. So this one I will still need in Northeast Asia. So done, sent. I'm also going to hold off designing a new ship for now. And I will likely build a new one. Wow, hi Russia. That's actually not a bad ship, and it's got central range finding, so... Huh. Go Russia. You can develop things. You can ship too, huh? Convoy defense, medium. That's not the favorite thing I was looking forward to, I'll be honest. Alright, so what have I got? The Amphion and the Leander, both these Leander classes. Yep. Wow, that's starting close. Otherwise, this Stuttgart class might actually be new? Not really. Not a very strong one either. Huh. Stay the fuck away from my merchants. No! I saw yet another hit on the Amazone. That's good, that's good. As I said, to be quite frank, I'm actually more concerned about taking out... There's two parts of the German Navy I wanted to sink, huh? The light ships and their actual capital ships. Huh? I'm not too worried about the heavy cruisers they've got in the in-between. Huh? Okay, yeah. How fast is the Stuttgart class? 24 knots. So that's what's got over these old Leanders. You know, these ships that barely go faster than most freaking big major capital ships. So yeah, this Amazone class is going to be going down very soon. And because I'm certain, considering its course, that Stuttgart's not coming back. And I neither have the speed, nor really the patience to hunt it down. Just with the sinking of this Amazone class, that is yet another victory for the Royal Navy, and all I really want from this. Alright, I'm gonna lower myself to cruise, because it is not firing at me anymore. I'm gonna give a pass. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, it's definitely not. So, instead in the water, it'll be properly sinking very shortly, more than likely. God, it could barely fire at me if it wanted to. Alright, let's just turn to fast, stick with this. There we go. Yes to all. And then it's time to leave. So yep, those ships are going to pick up survivors, which nets me a few extra victory points, as well as being fair and humane. And I'm going to move my ships towards Scapa Flow. So, yep, another victory, and hopefully with this we'll continue on. I will say this, it has been a while since we got a budget increase, which upsets me a little. Alright, cool. So I had 2 light cruisers for that, and I won. Yay. They failed in all their objectives, which meant I got a lot of points. Yay me. I will say definitely for now, and I just hope to build submarine menu because I am indeed dumb sometimes. I will build... you know what? I'm going to build a full another 12 of those destroyers we designed earlier. So these ones I'm really not too worried with. They're probably going to sit as trade protection vessels for their entire existences. I will probably never look at them again, to be quite honest. I think it might be time to design a new heavy cruiser, though. I would like 7.5-inch armor on it. I will make it 13,000 tons. Maybe I might make it heavier because holy shit. Yeah, unfortunately, it takes a lot to make ships really, Phew. Ship is slightly overweight. Fine, it'll go to 6.5. Wait, TPS level 1? I thought it said it researched it. Or am I very dumb? Alright, never mind. I don't need to do one yet, because I'm just dumb. That's okay. Anyway, North American East Coast needs a new ship. So, what will I do? I will do what I've been doing this whole time, going, just transferring whatever I can to really get it up. So what does the North American East Coast need? Fuckloads. God, what is with the sudden increase for these? What is the Drake class, anyway? I don't think I ever bothered to look directly at the Drake. Oh, you are pathetically terrible. Yeah. I mean, you're so great, I'm moving you over to North American East Coast. There we go. Hey, Nessus. Hey, spy from France. I don't actually want to go to war with France, but I want the budget. Coastal submarines have been researched, or they're on their way to being researched anyway. At which point, I will probably do about 40 of them, if I'm honest. Anyway, for now, destroyer action, Helgoland bite. That's probably not going to go that well for me, but we'll see how it goes, because I've got to remove most of my destroyers from this region. I have 2 destroyers in this. Oh, you know what? That ship doesn't seem to be moving all that quickly. Ooh. Ooh, that's... Yes, please. So, KE is essentially a patrol boat. Which also means terrible. And really easy to sink. Mind you, they can actually damage my destroyers. So they are a threat to me. It's just... They should probably be a couple of free points, I hope. Yeah, what are these old ships? The D class, which is... Holy crap, terrible, but I actually do have more 2-inch guns, and 2-inch is exactly as small as it sounds, to be honest. God, I really need to take this turn by turn. Otherwise, yeah, they just kind of run circles around me. Alright, that's one of these ships out of ammunition. Man, these old destroyers are terrible. This is usually why I put them onto trade protection, because essentially I don't have to use them at that point. They're just generally there for numbers. Now, yes, having better ships, and that's both my vessels out of ammo. Okay, goodbye. Holy shit. Okay, I might have made a mistake, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. Oh, okay, they turned away. I'm just going to hold myself at max until I pass Emden. And then I'm going to assume I'll be fine and drop myself down to cruise. Alright, I'm going to consider myself fine now. So, yeah. Now, I'm on cruise, all cool, chilled, fine. I'm just going to relax, enjoy my peaceful voyage all the way over to Britain. By the way, I have found out that essentially, yes, you could follow a ship entirely around the globe. It's entertaining, to say the least. But yeah, there's essentially no max range to ships outside their own capabilities. So if you've got a ship with extreme range, well, there's technically nothing stopping you going from, here all the way down to India or Australia, so long as the ship could feasibly reach. Basically, when it runs you out of time, which you can see in the bottom down here, time elapsed, so out of 500. So, usually when it hits that point, it just says, alright, it's over, all done. But it won't cancel you out if you're in range of a ship, an enemy ship. So, it's a bit entertaining, to say the least. Anyway, minor German victory because I didn't sink anything. Which, okay, fair enough. 2 destroyers ran across 2 patrol vessels, and we did nothing. I mean, that is... Fuck, Northeast Asia needs people again. Or did I just never send a ship over to Northeast Asia? I sent a ship over, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Freaking, it's still on its way. Since suffering condenser issues, that's not great. God, and another small engagement in the Bismarck Archipelago. Which, again, it seems to me like this is just being free victory points, since they're not opposing me. Build submarines. I can indeed build coastal submarines now. So, I we'll start off by getting 30 of them, to be honest, since that's what I can respectively afford. Actually, how long's other ships under construction? Not too bad. Never mind. I will actually go to the full 40, like I was talking about before. I'll just run a -4 a few turns. Uh, we're pretty good. We should not let them off cheaper, but we should push for hard terms. Okay, they didn't accept it. That's all fine. Better 13-inch guns. That is nice. That is worth me putting some effort into building a new battle cruiser. Battle cruiser. Battleship. Alright, anyway, bombardment targets. The ship it detected was the bombardment target, because that's kind of how this game works. So, like, if I click it, you can see that it has a knots value to it. Yeah, it's an interesting little game, to say the least. Honestly, I don't think they have anything around here, so, there we go. Oh, no, they have a ship. Alright, awesome. Done. Let's go hunt that thing. Squad max, turn around. Let's see if we can take out whatever other little bits and pieces they have around here. Ooh, there's one. What else? No, I'm not 100% certain why it does that sometimes, because right now it's still very much just middle of the day. Coming close to these rings are technically risky, because that's a suspected enemy minefield. It's just to keep you out of range, really. But there can be other mines around these. Now, I think that for the moment, defensive minefields haven't actually been set up. But it's a thing to keep in mind for later, essentially. Wow. I probably didn't sync that then, which makes me very upset. Oh, I see, it's raining right now, hence the grayness to it. I thought it had a different tone of grey. Oh. Alright, 50% main ammo on my battleship, that is fine. If you're asking why it just disappeared, it effectively, quote-unquote, went into port. Essentially, it ran like a bitch. Which I don't blame it for, I would too. And in fact, you'll probably see me later in this campaign run like a bitch. Alright, I think that's it for ships that they've got out and around. So at this point, it's probably wise for me to just make my way back to my own port at Cruise. Anyway, another happy day of blowing up shit that doesn't matter. God, I love a good tea. Yep, end the scenario. Oh no, did sink that light transport, so that's nice. -4, 2 surviving merchants, so that would have counted their auxiliary cruisers there. Oh. But I'll have gotten some decent points from that. Yep, cool. Anyway, that should all be counting towards my invasion that I've got going on with that. Keep forgetting mobilization, to be honest. Mainly because I very rarely use it. Indian Ocean needs ships again. Fucking hell. Ships in service. You know what? Empress of India, I know you're in South Africa, but I want to move you to India because that just feels right. Other than that, I think I will send the... Yeah, I'll definitely send one of my cruisers to South Africa then. Pacific? No, I want South Africa. Where are you? Am I just blind? The answer to that is yes, but don't say it. See, Thusia hit a mine in Northern Europe. That's very unfortunate for me. Coastal raid. Okay, so this is essentially what you saw us do before. It's even with the same... Oh no, it's with a destroyer. Fuck it out. I thought this said battleship division for a moment. Well, that's not good, because there's a high possibility that a destroyer won't get the job done. And before you ask, oh, well, that's dumb, why would the game send you on something with, you know, without the appropriate tools to do it? The answer is fuck you, that's why. Is that actually a heavy cruiser? I don't believe it's a heavy cruiser. Yep, well, you can fuck off. Ow, 5 light guns. That's not good. 2 light hits, I've taken a fair bit of structural damage. I'm probably just gonna run. I think I might just accept the loss on this one. Except I'm not going to, because I'm really dumb and I really don't care about destroyers anywhere near as much as I should. Da, da, da. Man. I have hit it a couple of times. I'm really hoping that ship doesn't show up. I still don't think it was a heavy cruiser. I have a feeling it was a light cruiser. But still, Come on, take it out, take it out, take it out. Wow, I don't have much ammo left here. Come on, please, please, please. I'm not 100% certain what I'm still firing. It might be some of my 2-inch guns. Alrighty, let's pick this up. Come on, 2-inch guns, finish it up. I believe in you. Because, yeah, fortunately speaking, this thing technically has, like, no armor. Oh, that's not good. That's okay. I'm out of ammo now fully, aren't I? No, I still have some. What are they in? They must be on my other side. No, no clue. Don't know. Don't care. I'm out. Laters. Knew it. Squad max. I'm out of here. That's just an Amazone class. It's not going to catch me. Oh, they had a couple of light cruisers. Yeah, right on. They're still not going to catch me. Still did a damn good job. Oh, that's one of the Stutkins, which I think has a speed of 24, which means it can keep up to me for a little bit, but it'll lose me. Especially if I suddenly now just cut west, so change my course completely. Or he got a hit on me, which lowered me to 21 knots, which would really suck. Minor victory for the Germans this time round, because... yeah. Next time, brilliant High Command. If you're going to send... fucking hell, more mines hit. Small engagement here. Okay. Makes me worried about what they might actually have here. Oh, the Canada. Where's the Canada? Is this one of the Leanders? No, it's a Conquest class. 10 4-inch guns, 2.5-inch belt. She ain't bad, huh? Oh, wait, what was the speed? I always forget. 21. Not the best, huh? So now... this is squad max. Now, what are you sending after me? Do you have... is it a light cruiser, or is it that heavy? Well, that's an auxiliary cruiser, which I will happily go to take on. Or it's not. It's one of the Geffians. Which, that's fine. I'm fairly certain this Conquest will be able to bring down a Geffian. I think the AI knows it too, hence the running, huh? Unfortunately, something I did say about these areas before, you can't actually enter them. So as you can see, my ship is just actively turning away, and I've done nothing for that input. If I turn around, yeah, it refuses to enter. So for the moment... oh, hold on. Are you just going to run out the other side? Do it. Do it, fag. Do it. Keep going. Oh, I said the wrong word. Twitch is going to kick me now. Yep, and they left. Bye. Well, weirdly speaking, I actually think they're going to get... yeah, they got a hit on me in that, but I didn't get one back, so... yeah, well. Oh, good hope, huh? If I remember right, that was one of my good ones. Anyway, enemy coast bombardment in Great Yarmouth. Large size battle. Okay. Good cruiser division and a fair few destroyers. That's alright by me. So here's the thing. So I know they've got to bombard something here, but I don't know what it is. It'll probably be installation 3 here if I'd have to guess. But it is worth noting, especially when it goes tonight, the AI really don't like completing their bombardment objectives. They'll do it sometimes, but it's not too often. So I'm going to take a gambit and say they're heading towards Emden, and I'm going to see if I can catch them with my cruisers. Which I might be able to, I might not. We'll see how it goes, shan't we? Shan't we? We shall. We could, we may, or we may not. Anyway, see how it is. Got to be 1 anyway. No. Too bad I can't get faster than ultra fast. No. Okay. They literally just put all the ships from that task force back into port. So I get a minor victory out of that because there was no damage done to the installation. Gotta love the AI. Yep, okay, my Monmouths have been deployed. Sweet as, so they're doing their work up, and this turn, as soon as we're done with this destroyer action, we can most likely go and work on building a new type of battleship. So, what I'm generally thinking for this will be... How many do they have? That's 4. I have 6. For destroyers most of the time, it's just a numbers game. That's really all it is. Anyway, I will probably go to build up my battleships. So I will get 2 more before I've developed torpedo protection. And I might just refit them later. But the big thing is I can get them with some... Oh no. I can get them with some decent armor and those 13-inch guns. The 0 quality, which is pretty neutral. Holy shit, how much fire could these fuckers take? Well, they've sent one of mine into a bit of a spin. Alright, time to leave. By leave, I mean I'm gonna hang around the nest until... So what's up with the nest? Was that the only... So yeah, the nest doesn't have any major points, but the fact of the matter is I'm already out of ammo on one ship. I'm going to hope I landed more hits on them than they did me, and I will get a quote-unquote victory out of this. Because yeah, I'd rather not push my luck. Like, this isn't a battle where I've got significant advantage where I'd really like to push. I'll just take the little bit of victory points that I get, which was actually less than theirs. So, interesting. And move on. Anyway, for now, let us design. Oh yeah, before you ask, just because it says the dreadnoughts can be built here, it won't actually design them, not this early. Because yeah, can't really, well, do that. So anyway, I'm just going to auto design a bit. Yeah, it's pretty much in the way that I want. I think I want this to be 21.5. I'm guesstimating and based off what I want. Yep, so that'll get me 22 knots. It's got the 10-inch armor. It has 13-inch guns. For pre-dreadnought battleships, I will always state it is probably worth keeping your torpedo mounts. So, just my preference, but hey. 9-inch secondary battery is fucking brutal. I don't think I've developed torpedo. Yep, not developed yet. So, I will develop that when I can, but for now, this is decent. If I was to up this until it's about 3,000, so 22.5, I could get another knot out, and if I'm willing to go all the way to 23, you know what? I am going to do this. The reason I'm going to do it like this is 24 knots is faster than any battleship the AI is going to put out. I'm going to have enough space left over to get the next rangefinder and torpedo defense if I take some points away from this. But for now, this should be... Oh, it'll count itself as a battle cruiser. I don't want that. I actually think I would rather lower that and just get more ammo then, because I can change that later pretty easy. Still identified as a battle cruiser. What? Wow, okay. I guess it's just battle cruiser for this era. That's interesting. But I do want this to be classified as pre-dreadnought so that I can always easily tell. For now, though, since I do have extra weight with that, probably worth. I'll just put my ammo up to full, pretty much. Can I extend the belt? Yes. Deck, kinda. If I bring the ammo down to 160. Yep. Okay. That will be the design. 3100 is expensive. It'll take 3 months to do it, but hey, that's good to hear. So 3 months to research it, pretty much. And for that, I am going to have two really powerful ships for this day and age. Could get prestige out of this. It is pretty much just free prestige, and you know what? Wilhelm is sitting at home, and Wilhelm's a good guy, huh? Oh, Wilhelm II's an interesting individual. He was not cut out to be a monarch. Alright, cool. Anyway, small engagement around Bismarck. Sweet as. Go up to squad max. I have a feeling this will be that light cruiser that we've been hunting around here pretty much. A destroyer. Alright. Oh no, it is it is that. Okay, I've opened up. So I think it can indeed outrun this ship. From memory, it was 21 knots. Yep. So unless I get a lucky shot on this, it'll probably manage to outrun me. I did hit, but I don't think I reduced the speed of it, so it'll probably get away very soon. Especially if my turrets jam. Well, still firing. So it's still in range for now. I think it's because they have been doing this weird serpentine. Oh, hey. There we go. I've hit something major. Let's turn this up back down to normal. Alright, so Cressy's getting hit now, which is fine. This is still a proper heavy cruiser. 6-inch. It's not going to do much. Oh, bastards, come on. Oh, well, once again, I will just have my victory points. Anyway, cool. The Good Hope has finished working up. So that's one of my Monmouths ready to go. Where are they? Here we go, Monmouth. So, yep. As you can see, crew quality basically starts at poor. We should not let them off cheaply. I'm really annoyed that I haven't gotten this invasion target to go yet. Convoy attack, Germany. Alright, well that seems decent, and they're just gonna reject. Destroyer actions, not my favourite, since I do believe at this moment in time Germany probably has... Well, actually, if any of these are the new... Oh. This is a destroyer action. I've got a couple of my Persian classes. That's... And I do have some of my new destroyers. That's interesting. Okay. Why are you fucking off to nowhere? What? Where the fuck were they? I mean, no contact, but I would have. Fucking game. Oh, well. I'll get him another time. God, they got victory points out of that too. Not that it matters I'm that far ahead. It's just, you know, I want them. Around the seas of Sierra Leone. I don't really care. Monmouth's finished working up. Kenya Olga. 14 6-inch guns. 6-inch armor, 21 knots. That is a pathetic ship. Gradual rate of fire improvement. 3 center lane turrets. Good. I really want to get that, because if I get that, I can make a dreadnought. Waste small engagement around the Bismarck Archipelago. And essentially, I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to skip forward by about 10 years worth of development and just go straight to putting 13-inch guns on them. So there we go. I might have wasted my time and effort on those new pre-dreadnoughts anyway. Because in case no one remembers, there is a very, very clear saying that the moment Dreadnought launched, it made everything obsolete. It was fast, it was strong, it was well armored. It could take out any of the pre-dreadnoughts. It essentially had the firepower of 1.5 of them on average. Alright, I'm fairly certain I'm going to not catch the Amazon during this. Oh, and it looks like this ship has suffered some problems. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna... Oh, well, it just ended. Okay, well, that's fun. I guess the Cressy has been used a lot. The Hood. You know, I'm still going to build 2 of these. Just in case. It might take me 20 months to actually develop these turrets. Still. With our fleet-friendly controls of weapons, yay! Invade the Bismarck Archipelago. Central firing. Okay, sweet. Fun. That's fine. There's a option when ships are getting close to completion to add a month in order to add the newest fire control. So I will do that. Oh, sweet. I've got both my Monmouth and the Good Hope here. Awesome. I need to destroy a bombardment target. Easy. Make my way over there, bomb it to shit, and leave. Unknown ship sighted. Okay. Well. Stuttgart's. Yeah. Just remember, my heavy cruisers here are faster than their Geffians, so I would love to catch up and sink all 3 of these light cruisers. See, I don't actually want them cutting down here. I want to basically send them north. Because south is 3 easy ports. If they go north, they have to go all the way around to Kiel. Alrighty. Yeah, they're really trying to get down here. Yes, there we go. Okay, I forced them to turn, huh? So yeah, they're basically looking to break through me right now to cut to their ports. So I am going to try desperately to make sure that doesn't happen, huh? I'm not going to say I need to sink these ships, but I would really appreciate sinking these ships. Okay, sweet. They've turned again, so I will flatten out. Alright, looks like one of these Stuttgarts has a foot in the grave. Because I wouldn't be surprised if right now they try to go north, west, and then back south. I have a feeling they're not going to... Yeah, that Stuttgart's gonna die. Yeah? Some of my ships are gonna pass it. I'm certain one of them's gonna pop a torpedo in it. I saw a torpedo go and I missed. Oh, that sucks. Alright, I am going to continue on, actually, since it looks like my light cruisers are going to take that. Ah, fuckers! Yeah. Yeah, that was the risk I had by getting so close. How much has it got? Oh yeah, see, this is what I was talking about beforehand. So 206 flooding. See, this is relatively bad because the crew is not very experienced. So I'm not certain if they'll get that under control in time, and I had very little in the way of torpedo protection. But there's no other damage to the ship, it's not under fire, I'm going to hope for the best. That Geffian is dead by the look of it. Time to finish off this Stuttgart. So yeah, it's still firing at me at the moment, which means it can still fire torpedoes if I risk it too much. Alright, these ships are dead. I'm gonna go to the actual mission now. Good Hope has got its flooding under control. It lost about 40% to the flooding, but that's okay. Since we're unlikely to run across any others right now, that is brilliant. Yeah, right now that destroyer is probably going to try to be a dick to us, but I'm not too concerned with it from here. Bombardment target and a 6-inch coastal battery. That's not nice. Yeah, and I don't want to be doing that too much. Cool, bombardment target hit. Either or. So I'm honestly going to just keep up going this back and forth once again. You've seen me bombard targets a few times now. It will be the same thing. I'm just going to reduce to squad max if fucking shit rolls to be cool in order to keep the Good Hope in this line. It means I will probably take hits from the 6-inch coastal battery, but considering the armor I have on these heavy cruisers, I'm not too concerned. It is kind of the entire point that I wanted these cruisers. Essentially, they can do a lot of damage that usually is reserved for bigger ships like pre-dreadnoughts to actually dish out, while being very, very survivable. Because yeah, to remind everyone, 9.5-inch belt armor. There are battleships that come out with less ammo than this. Less armor than this, sorry. Actually, looks like that 6-inch gun is not firing at me from out here. Yeah, so I've got to be somehow in this range. So if I pull out a bit... How far's the out? Because I'm not going to lie, I would thoroughly appreciate just sitting at a bit of a distance and lobbing away. Yep, there we go. Because yeah, I've got enough extra ships around to give me warning if anything else pops up. For the moment, just put on to fast. Like my 7-inch guns to have their way with it. If they can hit. Which seems at the moment they cannot. Okay, so I'm gonna pull them close since that apparently is the only way they're gonna hit anything. Which is fun. Means I just have to constantly deal with this back and forth and back and forth. Oh man, fucking night's fallen. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to... I'm just going to sit out here. I don't want the Good Hope to sink. But I'm not going to reliably be able to actually get to this tonight. Maybe I can if I sit like right on the coast, but I don't really want to. And of course accuracy is reduced, but we'll see how it goes. I love that it's uncertainty of target that makes them hold fire, by the way. You'll see it popping up on the left a lot. Despite the fact that we were just bombarding this for probably about 2 hours before it got dark. Now it's like, oh, well, we're a little uncertain now. So we can't just fire it where we were before. No, 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 no. On the occasion, they'll fire, but hey. Which reminds me, I want to put this over on the other screen. Alrighty, and continuing. So I'm just going to read over my Discord while this is going on. I say my Discord. I mean the group that I'm in. I'd suggest everyone does the same. I will be here for a bit. Go up, have a pee, or coffee, or whatever. I know no one's watching this, but hey, why not? I'll say it. I'll get into the habit of it. For when I'm big and famous later on, will definitely be my claim. Alright, ships can turn again. Oh, yay. The ship's out of ammo. That's not good. Okay. And other people to around. Out. What I can. Alrighty, it's getting light again, yay. Alright, so I can go back to probably a decent cruise since now I can actually engage this thing. Yeah, I don't just want to be sitting completely still while it kicks the shit out of me. Because, yeah, Good Hope and Monmouth still have ammunition, which is good. Oh, I hit the bombardment target again. Hey. Yeah, this spot in particular is a really bad area to get bombardment targets on. Oops, didn't mean to open that. Just because all of this you can't push up to, so yeah. It's not too bad later on. You can organize strike craft from fighters and that to do it, or you'll have battleships uh, that have more than enough range in order to hit them from fucking ages out here. But especially early on when you're dealing with relatively bad range finding and that, it's just horrid. Hey, hit it again. And again. Ooh. Ah, damn it. So I just lost that light cruiser. Like, there's no way it's gonna... Yeah. Ah, damn it. Yep, that's a problem for things that can be around. Especially when you're around here for so long. Oh man, I am just so tempted to be like, yep, don't fucking worry about it, is someone gonna go rescue peeps from that? No? Okay, interesting. God, I have like no ammo left. I always feel like this one in particular is a really bad bombardment target. Just... It's so hard. Honestly, I think I've spent about as much time in this as I have with... God, everything else. Well, this is fun. Anyway, I'll probably call an end to the stream once I'm actually done with this mission finally, because I feel like this has been the last half hour. And I can pick this up later on. For now, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Oh. Loathe. Well, honestly, I've run out of stuff to say. I've got nothing more to add to it. Like, I'm tempted to start talking about a really interesting tree I've got outside, because that's about all there is to talk about. I'm just going back and forth trying to bomb this thing. So this tree outside, anyway, I personally do find it a bit interesting, because it's right next to my clothesline. But it just is constantly filled with flies. Like, holy shit, I have put out a fair bit of murdery substances against these fuckers, but something about it just attracts these flies. And I was thinking for a while, maybe it's a dog, maybe it's something else, but I can't smell anything. I don't even feel anything sticky on it, like from its sap or, you know, so I'm not 100% certain what it is that's causing it. It's just, it is what it is. But it means that there is a fuckload of flies around my washing and that, which is never entertaining. That upsets me quite greatly. Not happy. Alright, how much ammo do I actually have left on these? You know what? You'll win this round. I have wasted enough of my life. I don't care anymore. Well, anyway, the loss of that light cruiser is a little bad to me. I'll probably build a couple of replacements to it because those ships are going to be effective for a while with their torpedoes. But yeah, I lost one, but they lost two with their damage. So, but this counts as a victory for them because I didn't destroy the target, not for lack of trying. All right. Before we go, I will build another two of those. All right, cool. I think that will be fine. For now, anyway, I'll leave it. Next time I stream, we will wrap up the war against Germany and probably finally build the dreadnought, or hopefully so. Fairly certain no one else is. Yeah, no one's building any of them yet. Anyway, take care, be safe, and don't be a dick to each other. Bye bye.